Alright, welcome back to part 2 of my resource package presentation, focusing on healthy environmental education and the health aspect within environmental ed. We left off right on grade 7, so we're going to jump right back into it and go over to my sample grade 7 lesson plan. So this lesson plan is called the LORAX. Of course, the subject is health, and it is cross-curricular with science, law, social studies. Topic is relationships between humans and the environment. Again, the title is LORAX, grade 7, and you can do this over 2 to 3 days. Curriculum outcome that I chose is 7.4 in the health curriculum, which is demonstrate a personalized and coherent understanding of the importance of nurturing harmony in relationships with self, others, and the environment, and apply effective strategies to reestablish harmony when conflict arises. And relevant indicators I found were A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and P. Again, you may or may not hit all of these indicators in this lesson, depending on what you focus on. So the objective is students will learn about harmonious relationships between themselves, others, and the environment. And students will be able to define conflict, what it is, and provide examples of how to resolve conflicts. So what you need is the LORAX book and or the movie. So day 1, open the class discussion with what is a relationship, and brainstorm different ideas and thoughts on what makes relationships harmonious between people themselves and their pets, the environment, their parents, their friends, and whatnot. Write these thoughts down on the whiteboard to keep track of them. And then read the book, by, The LORAX by Dr. Seuss, and or show the movie for the remainder of the class period. So then day 2, review the movie with the class, and then you're going to split up the class into teams of 6. So within each team, 3 people will play the role of the LORAX, and other 3 will play the role of the Wensler. So each team records their opinions of the truffula trees. And just a side note there, if you've read the book or watched the movie, you'll note that the Wensler is the main character in the book, and the truffula trees are the kind of like main reason of discussion or debate. And explain, so each team records their opinions of the truffula trees, explaining how and why they are important or not important to the environment. So each team will include points regarding relationships, benefits, cons, and the players involved. So the LORAX team and the Wensler team will then head off against one another in a group debate, and the rest of the audience will vote on which side wins. And the remainder of the class will go, so the teacher, and then eventually the remainder of the class will go in their groups, so the teacher can analyze each group discussion and debate. So safety considerations. Review students' debates to ensure appropriate language is being used, no swears, etc., and proper grammar. And then brain breaks are a good idea to keep students awake and keep their brains thinking. Otherwise, not a lot of safety concerns here. I recall saying time 2 to 3 days, so it depends how long it really takes to watch the movie. And then again, adaptations. Use larger groups to accommodate more students and get more input into one group. Or you can use smaller groups in hopes to get a more thoughtful and intricate debate since there are only a few people. And also you can assign different roles to each group member, such as lead debater, idea recorder, and whatnot. So then each person has a specific role within each group. If we go over to our grade 7 resources, here are a bunch more resources that you're related to health or environmental education. This first one here is nutrition resources, which are a bunch of nutrition lesson plans for grade 7 and tips for to keeping healthy in the school environment. Media smarts, again, I showed you that when I showed you grade 4 in my previous part 1 of the video. Here is our redefining progress lesson plans, including environmental ed, that cross over with all subject areas. So we'll take a look at this one. So again here, this is for K to 12. I got, so all subject areas, so lesson plans. So there's one called Food and You, and you can download the lesson plan, Trashy Pass, Have or Have Not, Sustainable Dining, Renewable Energy, Kids Footprint. And just from the titles and reading these quick blurbs, you can see that, 4 to 7, K to 5, here and here, 7 to 9th grade, 7 to 10th grade. So these are lessons that you can use in a variety of grades that are all related to health and the environment. So that is a great one that you can use. We have about 10 minutes left, so we'll bump ahead over to grade 9, and let's look at our sample grade 9 lesson plan. This one is called Addictions and the Environment. And again, the subject is Health 9. Cross-curricular can be with English or social studies. And the topic is how addictions affect our community and our environment. It can take 2 hours or 2 class periods. And the outcome is 9.6, which is analyze the health, economic, and social supports and challenges of addictions. For example, tobacco, shopping, alcohol, gambling, internet drugs, on self, family, community, and the environment. Excuse me. And the indicators are C, E, F, G, and H. And the lesson objectives are students will understand the importance of tobacco on our community and environment, and to promote students' responsibility on global issues. So the materials are this Considering Consequences handout, which is provided in the teacher package, provided with the specific resource where I got this idea from, as well as the Innocent Death DVD, again provided with it's just a short video, also included with the teacher resource package. Blank paper, pencils, and pencil crayons. So day 1, they'll watch the advertisement, Innocent Death, like I said, which is included in the teacher's resource that you can order. And the ad is about, the myth is damage caused by tobacco is similar throughout the world, and that's just the myth. And then it talks about the reality in the video. So then after watching the advertisement, discuss with the class what it was about and the purpose of the message behind it. And then you're going to hand out Considering Consequences. I've provided the link within this section of the blog down here. And if you go to page 55 of this PDF down there, you'll find the handout, the Considering Consequences handout. So you'll have students fill out at least one response for each area on the sheet. So effects on the environment, effects on community, effects on others, and effects on self. Then the students will move around the classroom to music, like if you want to make it more fun, and find as many other students as they can with different responses and fill out their classmates' responses on their sheet. So then next you'll compile a master list on the board and talk about why students responded the way they did in each area, and possibly add or take away responses in categories to ensure a larger understanding. So then in day 2, students will participate in a mini research activity. Students will put in jigsaw groups and read an assigned article related to tobacco and how it affects the environment and the community. And then each group will become an expert on their topic, and then number off and split off into their jigsaw groups to teach the rest of the class about the article. So you'll have 5 different expert groups, and each 5 groups will split up, and then each expert from each group will teach the rest of the group about their expertise. So then to close this activity, students will demonstrate their understanding of how tobacco affects the community and the environment by doing a project of their choice. They can write a song, a poem, make a drama skit, draw a comic strip, make a storyboard, just to show their understanding. Safety considerations. Just make sure you're adequately supervising each group while they are doing their research to make sure they are on task and using appropriate websites or resources. And some adaptations for this one are coordinate groups so that there are different types of learners in each group so that everyone can appropriately and properly work together. And then give roles in each group, such as, again, recorder or editor. And then a wide variety of options in the final assessment can help students who struggle with writing, acting, etc. So that's why there's that wide variety, as in writing a poem or a song or making a drama skit and whatnot. So we'll jump back up and go to grade 9 resources. And let's see. So here's senior phase, a unit plan for grade 9 students, which include lessons about our own environmental health. So we'll take a look at this one. This is eelink.net. And again, several lesson plans specific for high school or secondary students related to environmental education and health impacts involved. Yeah, ranging from oil spills, right next to the curriculum, climate change, environmental science, teach how to teach green, a bunch of resources like that. And feel free, again, the website is healthyee.wordpress.com, and you can check out all of these resources yourself. So now we will jump over to grade 12. Sorry, this is the grade 9 main page, just so you can see. And then jumping over to grade 12. So in grade 12, there is no specific health or wellness class that is specific to grade 12, but that doesn't mean that we don't have to be healthy. So in this section, I chose to do physical education, health lesson plan, and then as well as provide you with a variety of extra resources. So again, like some schools will offer electives, such as mine. We had special physical education 20 and 30 when I was in high school, and we would do activities where we would get on a bus every day and we'd go like play horseshoe somewhere, and then we'd go rock climbing, and then we'd go bowling, and we just got to do a variety of different activities. So there are some classes available in high school, but they're not mandatory like Health 9 and Wellness 10 are, at least here in Saskatchewan. So we will go over to my grade 12 lesson plan. The title is Let's Go Camping, and the subject for this one is Physical Education 30, so phys ed. It's not health, but we can still incorporate healthy aspects within physical education. So cross-curricular is outdoor education, social studies, or science. And topic is getting acquainted with the outdoors. So the title again is Let's Go Camping. It's for grade 12 time, can be one or more class depending on activities that you do. And then the curricular outcomes, so this is from the old curriculum. So the foundational objective is students will develop skills related to the outdoors, which will make them more comfortable in an outdoor environment. And the learning objective is students will display an understanding of the terminology, rules, safety concepts, mechanical principles, and current developments that apply to outdoor pursuits. Students will display increased self-confidence, self-sufficiency, and individual initiative. So the materials is just everything that's found outside. So a summary of activities, for an example for day one, so talk about the reality TV show Survivor. Ask your students what they know about the show, and then the following are some ideas that they might come up with, such as, oh, it's outside, or it's usually located on an island, or it's dangerous animals, or they build their own shelter, they build their own fire. And then you'll show a little clip of Survivor for them. So this is Boston Raw building a fire on Survivor.
You're the man down here too. None of us are going to do anything. You're in charge.
There we go. So after you show that clip, brainstorm different tools or resources that you've seen in the video or that you think that you might need from the environment in order to build a fire. Also think of tools that might make it easier to build a fire, such as matches, kindling, a flint, a lighter. Split up into teams and then explore the area around your school. Check in parking lots, bushes, trees, forested areas, etc., and look at anything that might be used as kindling or that could be used to start a fire, such as the logs used in the Survivor video. If there's time and if you have a contained area, have the students attempt to build a fire using the materials that they found when they went exploring in teams. To close, discuss and ask the students why they think it is important to learn skills like this using only basic tools. Obviously it's for survival, when they get stranded somewhere, vehicle breaks down, whatnot. These skills can be used if you ever get stranded or lost when hiking out on their own, or if their car breaks down in the middle of nowhere, etc. So I did write that down. You could also talk about how people from hundreds of years ago learned these skills. Where did fire come from? Where did they think it came from? How did it come to be? Again, if you wanted to close with a cute, funny clip, you can grab one from the movie The Croods that just came out last year and show the fire clip from there. Again, it's called The Croods. So safety considerations for this one is make sure the fire is contained if you choose to do so. Make a list of all groups and group members and know where each group is going at all times. Set a time limit for groups to be back by. And this activity can be set in an outdoor survival unit. Other days can consist of building shelters using only the selected materials, tent building, races, raft building for water, hunting for building traps, fishing and filleting fish, etc. And some adaptations can be put students in bigger/smaller groups depending on group dependency and offer more time for activities. So we'll quickly jump over to the grade 12 resources. And just before this video ends, I'm going to show you, again, you can go to Environmental Protection Agency or Educational Technology Clearinghouse, Wild Ed, great outdoor, indoor, environmental and physical education, lessons, activities, and whatnot. That's my time. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.